Yo. I think they're not playing, right? Because on smog tours it would like they were okay. Probably MDB is putting a team together or making some changes to the team. He they were talking about when they were gonna start, and Michael was like, just to be clear, this is a team lock thing, right? Like I have to use the same team every game. I'm like, yes, man. That is true.
I'm not sure how much I'm able to talk. My
Okay.
throat is kind of dead.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm really curious to see what MDB brings.
I agree. For basically all of OSTT, MDB has just been bringing teams from like a team pace that either I sent him or Nail sent him. Like we both sent him ours, and he's been doing pretty well. Um, but I'm not sure that he's like built anything super innovative himself. Like he's changed one or two slots, but
Yeah. That's fair.
okay, looks like they're live.
Okay.
So we see QSNS has Pow Knight. Oh, actually, I recognize this team. I think I built something very similar to this for Nails
Oh
for
yeah,
World
it's in
Cup
that
playoffs.
tiebreak. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But I think I
recognize the
didn't have a
Mew.
Mew on that one. I had an Ensign
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. And then
or something like that.
this MDB team has been going around for a while. It's like Combine Raging Bolt, I think,
Okay.
usually.
Combine Bolt. Is it Scarflando or Sashlando? I would
I
expect
think
Sash
it's
maybe on this
Sash.
team.
I think
Yeah.
it's Sash, yeah.
Sash with rocks. Okay.
It's like the team Madara brought in like every tiebreak or something. It's the same
Gotcha,
six.
gotcha. So off rip, Dragonite looks like it runs through this team. Um, I assume it's going to be Sash Pow, Sash Lando,
Yeah.
and other than that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess the play here is like try to make sure it's Booster Bolt. Oh wow, okay. That changes things a little bit. I think
Yeah.
Dragonite just can't afford to take chip early,
I agree.
um, especially from the Bolt. But
This is the kind of team where
pretty
it can actually
interesting.
get kind of tricky to damage the bolt.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually expecting it to be Grassy Seed Bolt, but Booster makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, it's like hard to know because like
Um,
I've seen this six with like booster combine bolt. I've seen it with leftovers bolt. I've seen it with like grassy seed bolt.
yeah.
Seen it with cloak.
I'm surprised QSNS did not lead Mew into this team. I think getting up rocks early would have been really good.
Yeah. Okay, we just see a
Um,
dragon pulse, but
holy,
bolt is gonna take a lot of damage there.
that was
Okay,
a
maybe
bold play by
true.
both players.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bolt takes 75 from Dragonclaw, even without Grassy Seed. That is like, assuming it's Choice Band Dragonite,
Diabolical.
that's very little damage.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's pretty close to. Well, I wonder what the calc is. Let me run it. Dragonite versus Raging Bolt. Whoa. Um, if it's max attack Adamant Dragonite, it has to be max HP, max defense, bold Raging Bolt, and it was a min roll to do 75. So there's a chance it's not CB.
Ooh, big Dragon Claw.
Oh, it looks AV, right? It live Dragon Balls. Okay, so it's AVD Knight. That's pretty big info.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting.
Good instant switch from MDB, also calling the double up into that Rillaboom slot.
Yeah, and still getting damage off of the bolt. The bolt is faster than the DI. That's worth noting.
Yeah. I assume D Knight just has no speed investment,
The bolt
given that
just
it's
has like a little
AV.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So Dragonite at level 100 hits 196 stat.
More damage being
So
dealt by the bolt across the board.
yeah. I can't believe this bolt hasn't died yet.
I know.
Okay, good spiky shield though. Instance trapped in the field. Mew, I think, has to get up rocks here versus this team. There's just like no way you can't click rocks
Yeah.
as long as the Mew is holding it. Um, and Ogre Pawn is just on like the worst board ever, but I also feel like it can't switch because
Oh.
it's just gonna. Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh,
okay,
there's the combined. Okay.
okay. So we're no rocks this game. It's Citrus Mew. We revealed coaching onto the Diancie. Diancie's in like the best position of all time here. It has a free
Yeah.
trick room if it wants to go for it.
Ooh, big play.
Ogre Pawn reveals Encore. I wonder if it's no grass move
Hmm.
or if it's no follow me.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Click that there. Hmm.
Okay, so this board is now really awkward. Well, okay, Diancie got the defense boost from that, so it's actually quite safe here. It depends if this Raging Bolt is carrying Thunderclap or Thunderbolt. I
Yeah.
think the team that Madara brought had Thunderbolt, no Thunderclap.
Mhm.
So we could definitely see that, and that's probably the biggest threat to Diancie left in the game at this point. Um,
Yeah. That or Lando.
given that, yeah, well, the Chan Pao on this side of the field, I think, is covering for the Lando pretty well, as long as we don't just
Yeah.
sack it.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll see. I kind of expect just a fake out here, um, or if Bolt has Thunderclap, then maybe double priority into Pao could be good.
Hmm.
Forcing Pao to click Sucker Punch would be completely fine.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Looks like he's gone for
Slide.
that.
Yeah, okay. So double prio into Pao is good. Diancie gets up the free trick room. Now the game is really scary for Michael because Among Us just gets to click Spore into the Raging Bolt for free. Diancie's +1, and we don't know what item it is, but we can maybe assume that it's Hardstone. That's like a pretty
Yeah.
common item. Um, so at this point, I mean, nothing is switching in on the entire team. Double priority into Diancie will probably do about 50% total. Rillaboom's doing like 15
Hmm.
with Grassy Glide, and then Raging Bolt's doing somewhere between 30 and 40, maybe a little bit more actually with Thunderclap. Um, if the Raging Bolt is Terra Grass, then the game is definitely still playable. Otherwise, I think Qsns probably has it here.
If it's
Assuming Rillaboom
grass,
is
I think
AV as
Michael just
well.
wins.
Yeah, yeah. If it's Grass, I think Michael wins just on Mon advantage.
It's probably fairy though, most likely.
I would agree, yeah. I think the Diancie is probably Terra Dragon,
Hmm.
if I had to guess. At least that's what Nails had
Hmm.
on a similar team. But yeah, both players still have Terra here, so we'll see. I think QSNS probably has to save Terra for D Knight. Terra normal E speed can like try and clean up this endgame.
Hmm.
Um, but without rocks, it actually is a little bit tricky, even if the Raging Bolt is Terra Fairy.
Just a rage powder. Ooh,
Rage Powder to
that's a
protect
lot of
Diancie
damage.
HP. That is a ton of damage. It's not Helmet Amoongus. It could be Citrus. Probably if it's Sash Lando, I'd expect Lando to come out here, I think.
Mhm.
Um, or Pow, either way. But probably Lando first. And I mean, I think Qsns is clicking Diamond Storm and Spore for the rest of the game. So
Yeah,
now that
yeah.
Rillaboom is in Diamond Storm range and Ogerpon is dying to Diamond Storm as well.
That's an
I,
interesting
I'm
switch.
curious if I'm curious if Amoongus is actually EV'd to be faster than Diancie. Otherwise, this Follow Me gets a ton of value this turn from
Yeah.
Ogerpon.
Focus is probably slower.
Yeah,
Although honestly, that'd be kind of an interesting idea is to make the Lucas like 95 speed.
yeah. To get around specifically the Ogerpon Follow Me's. We could see. I think probably for Michael, he just clicks Follow Me here. Amoongus Spore or Sludge Bomb or Pollen Puff or whatever goes into the Ogerpon. Ogerpon dies to Diamond Storm, and Raging Bolt gets a pulse into Amoongus.
Mhm.
Um, and then next turn Rillaboom comes back in.
Ooh, holy shit! 50% percent is
Holy
insane.
man, 50 to Bolt is crazy. Yeah, and now I would guess that Rillaboom comes back in.
Yeah, he
Um,
could successfully get out of the trick room here.
yeah.
The question
If
is
you
like,
get out of
is
Trick
there going to
Room
be
and
enough
it's
left?
yeah, exactly. If it's Sash Lando and Sash Pow both, then I think it's pretty safe for Michael. But the question is how, like, what do you do this turn, right? Do you fake out Diancie or do you fake out Amoongus and like double die, right? I think either way, without a crit on fake out, you're not killing the Amoongus this turn.
Yep.
Um, if there's a way to kill Amoongus, then I think that is more important to go for, even at risk of both mons here.
Yeah. Both players really saving Terra in this game.
Yeah,
Probably just indicates that they didn't really have any options that were helpful. Rose probably Terrafire. Bolt's probably Terra Fairy.
yeah. I'm guessing the POW on Michael's side is probably Ghost. Lando's probably Poison. I wouldn't really expect it to be any other way. Maybe Lando could be Water. Um,
Sash sometimes runs Ghost. Maybe. I don't know.
mhm.
It could actually be pretty important in this end game against ESPD Knight.
Yeah. If POW is Terra Ghost here, then it is going to be a rough endgame for QSNS.
There's the POW.
Whoa. Okay.
Holy shit, that
And
still
it's
didn't kill.
Cloacamungus.
Oh,
Yep.
it is.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Okay, this
That
looks
is
shoulder.
extremely bad for Michael. That might be game losing.
Yeah, you just
Letting
you
POW get
proc your
split there is
regenerator here. Go to D Knight. I
yeah.
think. Just,
Wait, do you think so?
yeah.
I think D Knight's at 33%. I think you need the HP, no?
No, I don't know. But now you don't need the HP anymore. Like you just tear out
Okay.
the DNC.
Sure. Yeah, that's true. Pau still has Sash. Sorry, Pau still has Terra if it wants to try and play around E-Speed. It's probably better for Lando to Terra, though, at this point, if its Terra is
Yeah.
relevant at all.
The only way this is still doable is if the DNC is Terra Grass and he like just Flunch Bombs it.
Yeah.
But
Do we
it's
see
Terra
Ghost on
Ghost.
Pau? It is Terra Grass. Do we Sludge? No.
No.
Okay.
Okay, big information though. With DNC here.
Yeah. This is
What
I
Terra
think we
DNC
decided it
is
was
really affects the way you play around it.
yeah, 100%. I think we decided this was AV D Knight.
Mhm.
So it should be fine here to just click. Like if it has Ice Spinner, then Ice Spinner into Lando plus um, Diamond Storm should clean up here.
I think you just E-Speed the Lando. Because like
You think so?
in the case the power just a one turn sleep wakes up and suckers, like the DNC
Oh,
could
sure.
foreseeably die to Diamond Storm. Or
Sure.
not
Yeah, that makes
just
sense.
one.
I'm thinking about playing around Diamond Storm Mist though.
Oh, fair enough.
right? I mean, that's Michael's out, right? So I guess Michael should always just sucker the D Knight and Sludge Bomb Diancie.
Mhm.
So in that case, you just go for E speed with the D Knight to play around that. Diamond Storm miss on Lando actually does. Well, Diamond Storm doesn't even kill Lando here. No, it does with the double up from D Knight. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah. With Pow on the
yeah,
field,
Diamond
Diamond
Storm miss
Storm
actually
probably
does
does like
mitigate.
80.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, actually, I did not even consider that. Sword of Ruin is up.
Let's see the Mungus switch in. This is like one of the more safe options, I guess.
Really? I
Like
don't.
I thought about it, but I didn't think it was good enough to work to mention.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is just safe, right? We just spoil the
Yeah,
Lando now and click. Okay, sure. That's much safer actually. You don't even have to play around Diamond Storm miss.
yeah.
I guess the play now is like Icicle Crash crit into Diancie
Yeah,
on the next turn. Plus, obviously miss on the POW.
running out of Diamond Storms.
Yeah, I'm sure it has body press though, right? So as
Yeah,
long
yeah,
as POW dies,
100%.
it's fine.
So wait, that is the most absurd win con of all time.
Yeah.
You sack Bolt
Imagine if it
here.
happens live.
You sack Bolt and get like a double protect, and the DNC can't hit you.
Yep.
I don't think the turns work out though, because the Amogus can just hit you.
He's going for it.
Okay.
Okay. Did Lando actually die to Diamond Storm if POW was on the field?
Might have, yeah. Holy shit.
Holy.
This is doing a lot of
Okay.
damage. It's just must be
Yeah.
it has to be Hardstone, like max element.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. What do you do this turn? I mean, you go like Michael goes for double protect here. What's like the mitigating play for QSNS? I'm actually not sure.
I
It has
probably
to
would
be go
have,
denied. Oh
yeah.
wow. Okay.
I would have
Wait, this
body
is
press
so
there.
winnable. Icicle Crash flinch. Oh, okay. Went into D-Knight.
DNC wins the game with its last Diamond Storm.
Wow. Wait, that was actually way closer than it looked, I think.
Yeah,
That
I
endgame
do.
was
I
so
agree.
interesting.
Yeah.
Holy.
All right, game two.
That's gotta be a highlight game in our recap video.
That was really funny.
That's so nuts.
I think it was like still fine if I will get past protect, because then you could like trick room and then try to kill the PAL with like Pollen Puff.
Yeah. Jello said in the chat, bro, I was just begging QSNS for this team yesterday. Jello, why didn't you ask me? I literally have this team.
True. All right. So what did we learn from game one? The Mew is co-chain, didn't reveal anything else. Mugus is
Yep.
cloak. D-Knight's probably AV. Pow is presumably Sash. And then BNC is Hardstone Terragrass. And on the other end,
Good.
Bolt
What's good,
is
gamers?
What's up,
Yoselopoulos.
Hopeless? Here, you want to tune into this game?
Sure.
Or streaming it?
Let's link it.
Hold on, let me stream.
Yeah, I just put it in
Herbals.
voice text. Or sure, yeah, you can screen share.
Is this for Kunal Invitational?
Yeah, QSNS versus Michaelderbeste.
I don't know. Oh, Michaelderbeste playing this tour. Oh, wow.
Yeah. We're in game two. Okay, so I like the Mew lead in game two from QSNS, but it's in not the best position ever versus
Yeah.
Hearthflame Shenpao.
Also, like the two
What?
rock weeks that you want to like hit with the rocks are like on the field anyway.
Yeah.
Good lead for Michael.
We didn't learn that much about the POW set. It revealed Icicle Crash, so I think it's like more unlikely that it's Throat Chop. But it still could be.
Yeah.
Who won game one?
QSNS won game one. It was a very, very close end game.
QSNS won on their last Diamond Storm.
Yeah.
QNSNS looks like they have matchup advantage.
I think
Because
so
they have
too.
Diancie. They have Diancie into that kind of team.
Yeah. We learned that it's Terra Grass Diancie in game one, which makes it a little bit easier to play into with like Hearthflame plus Lando.
You can pin it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a good beat for QNSNS. I think
We'll
D-Knight's
see.
kind of trolling here, but
it was AVD night, by the way. We found that out. I'm pretty sure either that
Yeah, pretty sure.
or it's like very low investment.
Do we know if it's inner
band.
focus or multi-skill? It probably should be
It's
multi-skill.
It's inner focus. It's inner focus.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely AV because it lived Booster Bolt
it
Dragon
lived
Pulse.
Booster Bolt Dragon Pulse, yeah. So it has to be AV. And it didn't get intimidated by Ensign, so we know it's inner focus.
Yeah.
They just Terra Fairy?
On who? On the Bolt? Or we didn't see Terra Fairy on anybody.
On the D-Knight.
It's probably normal, but we don't know.
It's probably normal, yeah.
You think so? Fair. I mean, if you know it's AV, I think that screams Fairy to me. If you run some kind of bulky Terra.
I think if it's not normal, then it's flying, like always.
So it looks like he's going to hit the Mew.
Normal.
Nope, he's normal.
Yeah, so Terra Normal's here.
That did a lot.
Okay.
Oh, Mew dies to +1 cudgel? Oh, because Pow's in the field, right?
Shit.
Okay. Whoa.
Hilariously
so
bad first turn.
Both players
for
exhausting
QSNS.
turn one. Pow comes out here, which is not really the mon I wanted to see in front of Terra to Ogrepon, but I mean, to be fair, I don't know what's better.
Yeah, you're right. Ogrepon is threatened by like sucker E-speed.
Yeah.
But it's not maybe it's not going to die to E-speed itself.
I think QSNS should have led Diancie. It's kind of get Chakram ASAP.
Maybe. I think game one was a lot closer than QSNS wanted because they didn't lead Mew. And they didn't get rocks up early. So I think that's why the Mew came out in the lead game too. And like leading Mew next to Diancie would be a little bit vulnerable to.
Yeah, good spiky shield catches the Pow sash there, but Pow is going to go down.
Yeah, Pow reveals spinner as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So far this game, Michael has been getting, I think, every turn right. I mean, he obviously intentionally sacked the Pow there.
Yeah. Question is, what do you go into now?
Yeah,
I think you probably actually you just I think you just go Ensign or Rilla and Fret and fake out on the Pow and then just Ivy Cudgel that D-Knight slot. There's not really a switch in, and there's not really a better way to get rid of the D-Knight.
Yep, totally agree.
No, yeah, because he wasted Terra. I feel like, isn't this just like a lose? This is just lose, right? You just lose now? Because whatever you bring in, if Pal gets faked out, right? You have nothing to eat a cudgel in the back. So whatever comes in here, when D-Knight goes down, you kind of just like lose another Pokemon. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, Pal can like do stuff, but
You can trade your D-Knight here for like a lot of damage on the Ogre Pond. It's like
the other thing Michael can do is Michael can double back his Roden into instant to then have another more pressure. But
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is go Rilla to instant. But okay, so D-Knight goes down. QSNS has to go Ogrepon here. They can't go Diancie because it's a little bit pinned. I guess they could have gone Diancie. It's just risky in front of Rillaboom with no defense boosts.
Well, now Diancie comes in.
Okay, I was the freest instant switch of all time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see the spiky shield from the Ogre Pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, big crit there. That's unfortunate.
Okay, so depending on, well, I guess it's just a speed tie. Like Qsns showed Encore on Ogre Pawn game 1. Do they go
but
for Encore into the other Ogre Pawn?
No, he can't. He can't, right? Because if you get faked out, you need to protect the ante, right? It's a 50-50.
I'm really curious what this Ogre Pawn set is. Like, is it Follow Me last or is it Grasp Move last?
Yeah,
Oh, Michael?
For
on
Ogre Pawn.
Qsns side.
For Qsns.
Because if it's Follow Me,
Follow Me makes the most sense with Diancie.
Yeah, you can just Follow Me Trick Room, I think, and it's like fine. Or Follow Me Diamond Storm.
Yeah, after you burn the fake out turn.
Yeah, but I mean, MDB has the full Raging Bolt in back, the full Lando in back.
That was one way that turn could have gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't really agree with that from either player, but you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, because if he was Follow Me, then the play was just spiky, so spiky plus protect, and then you follow me.
Big glide. That just killed. Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
No,
because Pow's on.
Yeah, because
it's because of Pow. It's just that's insane for glide in this gen. All right.
Okay, so
game 3.
I feel like QNS was up with that Ogre Pawn Diancie. I felt like that was a really good position. If he gets Trick Room right there, I feel like he wins. Am I crazy?
Well, I don't know how they get Trick Room, right? Like with Fake Out active, if you double protect and then Follow Me Trick Room.
Yeah, that would have to be it.
Yeah, it's maybe doable, but it's
I don't know how you beat like Lando Bolt under TR.
Yeah, the problem is there's still full Lando, full Bolt in back, and full Roboom as well.
I guess because the Ogre Pawn is Glide and you burn Terra. It's not
as
good, right?
Yeah. The Trick Room always gets burned as well, just by cycling Roboom and Instant with Fake Outs. So I'm not sure that it ended up in a winning play regardless. I think the play was probably just try and get the speed tie and Encore the Ogre Pawn into Spiky Shield.
Here's a question. Do we... Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you think it's worth it? Because I don't know how good like Mungus. I don't really rate Amoonguss in this matchup too much. Do you think it's worth it to just lead Amoonguss Mew, kind of sack Amoonguss so that Ogre Pawn can't Terra turn 1 to kill Mew, right? I'm assuming it needs to Terra to kill the Mew. So and if Amoonguss is EV'd correctly, it should eat the Crash from POW. Because if all Amoonguss is EV'd correctly, eat Crash from POW. Doesn't matter. Even Adamant, right? So okay, no, he just led different. Okay, cool. I was gonna say he just leads to get rocks up immediately, but
yeah, it's hard.
Like
Mew feels like knowing that Mew dies to +1 Ivy Cudgel just makes it feel so worthless in this match.
I mean, it's probably with Sword of Ruin. I don't think it dies without that Sword of Ruin.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
It's a good
but
thing
I mean
adjustment
that
by
also
Michael.
means that. Yeah, dude, Michael low-key is the GOAT. I'm telling you.
That's a crazy.
He got him nuts. Okay, so Ogre Pawn POW, Instance threatening Fake Out into POW. Mew gets a free switch here. I'm really surprised the POW just ate that. Lando reveals sub, so probably no Sanseer Storm, right? It shows Ultron game 1.
Yeah.
What if he's just Snow Earth Power?
No,
there's like 2 people.
Well.
Oh yeah. There's like 2 people that run sub Sanseer, but it's just bad. Sub Earth Power is much better.
Can we call out those 2 people since you said it's bad?
Yeah, we can.
I think Nails runs that. Well, Nails doesn't run sub, but if he ran sub, he would drop Earth Power or Sludge before Sanseer.
He tailwinded there.
Sanseer is broken. It's not like actually that bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's just P-Blades, right? Like it's broken.
Yeah, it's literally P-Blades. Ooh, big coaching.
This Mew must not have rocks. I cannot imagine it has rocks if it goes for
it must not. Yeah.
Rocks are just insane value versus this team.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I feel like this is instant. There's gonna be some instant fake out cycling here.
Yeah,
this QSNS team doesn't really have a way to punish Instant except for DNC. It's kind of the issue here, right?
Yeah.
Good D-Knight switch. I agree with that.
Yep.
Ooh, just the Terrifier.
Ogre Pawn lives this, even if it's just because of the defense boost.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it lives that
If it crit,
naturally.
it was dead, but yeah, if it crit, it was dead. Okay, Claw does 50. Oh my god, man. Hearthflame's doing so much damage.
Yeah. Good news for Qsns though is like you've preserved Terra longer than MDB in this game.
Yeah.
But you have lost a lot of health in a lot of your mons. Like Pow is low, View is low, D-Knight is like at half,
Oh,
Ogrepon's at
Bolt.
half.
Bolt's interesting here. I didn't think Bolt would come in. That's interesting. Okay.
So, I mean, what do you even do here if you're QSNS? Like, Mew can't go for coaching. Like, I mean, it's MDB is just always clicking Cudgel into Mew and like Dragon Pulse into Dragonite, right? I can't imagine there's any other play being clicked from his side.
Am I crazy? Does he not cudgel the D-Knight? Oh no, it doesn't do enough. Okay, never mind. I
Yeah,
didn't see it
it
did
doesn't kill.
46.
Yeah, it doesn't kill.
And Bull is faster than D-Knight. That was revealed game 1. That makes this position really tricky.
Oh,
Yes. Sorry, I did not clarify that.
okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it is a really bad position. What the hell?
So, I mean, you have to sack Mew, get Diancie in on the other slot, and then I guess go Amoonguss and sack Amoonguss for Trick Room.
Yeah, but then Ogerpon's Glide. I don't think you trick him. I think you Diamond Storm. You have to Diamond Storm. You had to Diamond Storm because you're gonna die otherwise. Oh, I guess unless you burn Terra on Diancie.
Oh, that doesn't kill.
Oh,
That not killing is brutal.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, you have Diancie now for free. You speed Ogerpon. Even if it's Spiky Shields, you get your Trick Room up.
yeah, but Diancie's in a really bad spot. Yeah.
Diancie's in a fine spot, right? Like, surely you can just click a Diamond Storm plus E-Speed into Ogerpon again.
I think
Or Diamond Storm plus swap to Amoonguss.
I would sack Lando here. K-Roll is fine.
60 is crazy.
Dude, everything in this set has been doing ridiculous amount of damage, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's +1 booster. It makes sense.
But
Diancie
also,
never
Amoonguss
revealed
Cloak
item,
here.
right? So. Oh, yeah. The Amoonguss is Cloak.
DH is definitely Hardstone. Like, it's the only way it was hitting the calcs. It was hitting game 1.
Sure. So it's Protect Spore into Bolt. Bolt goes for the Thunderclap, which means it has not taken a sleep turn.
Yeah.
Rilla goes to Ensign. Now we have Fake Out on Diancie to burn another turn, but Amoonguss can Pollen Puff Diancie back up.
Also, instant item's not reveal, right? Like, it could be Goggles.
Probably
Correct.
Goggles. Even though you went into it, it's probably Goggles. Or he's bluffing it.
It definitely could be Goggles. But, I mean, I think you just always Fake Out Diancie, right? There's no way you go for anything else.
Big Pollen
Diancie's
Puff.
back at full. Okay, Raging Bolt has taken its first turn.
Yeah.
Now, I think the question here is... Okay, you do just go for a Spore. I was thinking about maybe Amoonguss just calling the Rillaboom swap and going for an attack there.
Oh, this Raging Bolt's walled by Diancie. Huh.
Yeah, it has Thunderclap as its only move that it can click. This might be crazy. I think you click Trick Room with Diancie and just Spore the Bolt.
Yeah, I agree. It's the best play.
I think clicking Protect was not that good.
Oh,
Clear Smog. Okay. That makes a very big difference.
So the Lando being sub here is really important because the Amoonguss Diancie is actually like really sound to the rest of the team.
Yeah. And surely we Spore into the Rillaboom slot here. I think it was just always clicking that move. Clicking a U-turn.
I think resporing the Bolt is fine as well.
Really? Even after a Clear Smog? Okay, sure. I really want to go Amoonguss to D-Knight here, though, just to start making some progress.
Yeah.
Because this Fake Out cycle is just, like, devastating. MDB is doing a really good job of stalling out these Trick Rooms as well.
Yeah. All right.
Pawn, okay. Sure.
Another sleep turn burn for the Bolt. It's a really interesting game. I think it's still MDB favored overall. The POW has its Sash intact, etc.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, knock off.
Diancie gets knocked. Its Hearthstone is gone. Does Bolt die here? Bolt dies. Okay. The crit probably didn't matter. Probably Bolt takes
Nah,
26 from Cudgel at
probably
neutral.
not.
But I mean, maybe.
Given it's a fast bolt, probably not.
Yeah. Okay, so I think Instant is clicking Blitz into Ogre Pawn here. And Rilla's faking out Diancie. Like, I think NDB's play here is to try and get Lando in after Trick Room. Right? Like,
Yeah.
on the turn the Trick Room expires.
Here's a
Diancie can't
question.
Terra anymore, so...
Here's a question. Is Michael's play, because do you think Diancie, I guess Diancie just always going to hit here, right? Because it's safe?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Diancie's
Yeah.
just always Diamond Storming.
Okay.
This should be Blitz into Ogre Pawn. Yeah, okay.
It's like he's parting shot in. No, okay.
And then this turn, I think Rilla lives another Diamond Storm, right? Did we see the calc earlier?
It should.
It lost
Yeah,
it lost
it's
its
like 20.
Heartstones, but it definitely does.
Oh,
But it will
okay,
not
okay.
eat a
Okay,
body
you're right.
press.
Yeah. Not eating a body press is tough. That makes this position really hard.
Is it?
No, you have to Blitz Ogre Pawn with Instant. I just don't think there's another play. I don't think you can parting shot with Instant.
What you want to do here, if you're Michael, is you want to position Pow plus Lando on the field without Trick Room up.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you like U-turn and parting shot here into the Ogre Pawn slot.
I don't think you can parting shot with Instant. I think you have to Blitz, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think you have to get Instant off the board. Okay.
Yeah. So Qsns made a really good play there. Instant was going to Blitz the Ogre Pawn and die to recoil to try and get the double swap. The problem with parting shot is that if it parting shots and the Ogre Pawn just clicks Cudgel into that slot, Lando's already low and it might die.
No, you just burn your sash. The POW can absorb its sash there, I think.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably the better play then.
Like you also
But yeah, I mean I think Blitz was like the obvious play. Qsns played around that by going to Mew, which was really good.
Yeah.
We know that this Lando does not have Sandseer. So if they want, Qsns can click Trick Room again. Which I think is probably the safest option. Because Dragonite can come in and click not E-Speed. Is E-Speed the strongest move right now? I guess it is, right? Because it Terra Normaled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So then maybe you don't click Trick Room. Maybe you just click Diamond Storm to avoid, like, to break Lando sub. Make sure Lando can't get a sub up. MDB also burns Terra on Ogre Pawn, so POW is vulnerable to E-Speed. But really the Lando just has to die, right? That's the big thing. Yep, Rage Powder sub. That was always happening. Does Diamond Storm hit? Oh, Trick Room. Okay.
Yeah, that's like fine. MDB probably goes Heartflame here. Will follow me.
Yeah. Hearthflame follow me. Dragonite has not revealed Ice Spinner. So it kind of depends on how much Claw does to Lando, right? If it doesn't have Ice Spinner. Okay, we go Ogre Pawn. I'm not sure I understand that.
Just follow me last, probably.
Sure.
If you're going over Pawn here.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, Michael just double protects you, right? He just burns a turn.
Yeah. Michael double protects. Next turn, I think he might want to resub with Lando and sack Ogre Pawn.
It's a 50-50.
In the POW slot. Yep, double protect there.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean,
I don't like
here's
that
what I'm
protect
thinking.
from QSNS.
Yeah, I agree on the Ogre Pawn.
Oh, you Encore, right? Nice.
Oh, it's
Oh,
slow.
it's
It's
slower.
slow Ogre Pawn.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, wait. It's slow Ogre Pawn. So now the earlier play where they went for the what we thought was a speed tie makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Do you remember that in the Ogre Pawn mirror earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That should steal the game, I think, because Lando is never breaking this Encore.
The game is not over.
Can Lando
Because
break this
if I think Michael wins with a double protect.
on Lando?
Yes.
Okay.
Because your Heartflame is going to be faster than their Heartflame now.
Yeah. Okay, so double protect on Lando, spiky shield on Ogerpon.
Like, this is the last turn of Encore.
This is the last turn.
Oh, yeah.
Double protect goes off. Okay.
Yeah, this game's over. Yeah. Well,
And so now, does
it's
Diancie
still
die to Earth Power?
Yes, probably. Like,
It's
there's
a
like
50-50. Yes, there's a 50-50.
Wait,
No,
how is
not.
this a 50-50?
Because if QSNS, what is it? You protect Diancie, right? You protect Diancie, Ogerpon dies, you bring in D-Knight, you E-speed Lando.
Lando might not die to E-speed.
There's no way Lando lives from
Yeah.
this percent, right?
It's
So then you trick
AV. AV Lando or AV D-Knight sucks. Like, really badly if it doesn't have power on the field. Let me calculate.
It's
But
it's AV D-Knight, but
Come
it
on,
is
dude.
Terra
There's no
normal.
way.
No, you're right. It is a 50-50 though. I would say that probably I'm assuming Lando dies, so it depends whether it subs here. Like it needs to sub Diancie or it needs to attack if Diancie's
If
setting
it's
for her.
sassy Diancie, it can also just live Earth Power.
It's probably not sassy. It was Hearthstone.
Okay, my internet's died. I cannot play the game anymore.
Coaching. Oh no. We're missing the grand finale.
Yeah, it just comes down to if Michael predicts protect and subs, he wins, right? If he Earth powers, and then it comes down to how trash is D-Knight. Does D-Knight pick up that KO or does it not?
Yeah. I'm trying to think, is there a way that sub Lando wins even if Diancie clicks Trick Room? I think no, right?
No, it always loses.
Diamond Storm would have to miss.
You have to
No, there's only one Diamond Storm. There's only one Diamond Storm.
Doesn't matter.
Oh shit.
It does matter.
Yeah.
No, because you can body press. You can body press, right?
Yeah, but Ogerpon's gonna be alive. Right?
Yeah, but you still have to deal with D-Knight.
No, but what I'm saying is
because if you don't KO D-Knight, then
No, you're
D-Knight,
right. You're right.
It looks like Landorus is like just in range of Terra normal E-speed.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Lando should always sub here. I'm pretty sure that Lando should always sub and Ogerpon should always Earth Power goes off. Diancie dies. Holy shit. Okay.
Actually, that was a really good line. I didn't really consider this. Now it's just another 50-50.
Is it?
Well,
yeah.
Okay, so now D-Knight E-speeds Ogerpon. Lando Sludge Bombs QSNS is Ogerpon. And then what?
It's a 50-50.
D-Knight
Lando. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So because QSNS can never protect either of his slots, so you're always safe to hit one of them. And if he calls wrong which one to hit, so if he calls wrong which one he hits, then you win, right? Because if D-Knight E-speeds Ogerpon, you protect Ogerpon, and then Lando hits his Ogerpon, you always win.
Yeah.
If D-Knight E-speeds Lando, he calls it and then protects, and he always wins.
Yeah.
Because Ogerpon can't protect.
Yeah, it's just a call here, I think.
Or if QSNS decides to not E-speed, like GG.
Well, you just always click E-speed here, right? You're not locked in because it's AV. If we're assuming that E-speed is killing Lando, like most of the time, if not all the time, then
what's the roll?
It's like a 90% roll to kill Lando. If you're max,
Lando?
Yeah, but it might be
on the Ogerpon.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Good game. Okay. Rip QSNS.
Yep.
Yeah.
What an end game, man.
This was a really good set. This was definitely the best set so far.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, well played to both players.
super, super well played.
That Ogerpon being revealed slower really changed the way this went. This was this game 3 was actually one of the best yo-yo games I've watched in a long time. What was that turn where we were talking about the because it was slower, like the play made no sense, or whatever. That was like really early on. I kind of like forgot.
Like turn 18 or 17, one of those two turns. Around there.
No. It was way earlier than that. Oh wait, Tailwind was up good. All that's why. I forgot. I literally forgot that you clicked Tailwind.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What turn are we talking about?
Remember you said like there was a turn that like, didn't really make sense. Because like if the Ogerpon was slower, it didn't really make sense to make. Or was that game 2? I don't remember if that was game 2.
That was game 2. That was game 2.
Okay.
There was a turn with no speed control where it was Ogerpon plus something versus Ogerpon Diancie.
Oh right, yeah.
Right.
No, that was a good set. That was a good set to watch.
Yeah, like this play makes no sense if you're slow Encore.
I
guess there
think
wasn't
Qsns
really
just
another
didn't
out.
have another play. He just didn't have another play.
Yeah.
I
Anyway, that's gonna be the set.
Encore is a new one for me.
It's just bulky. Fair enough.